Greetings, we are back, and today I want to talk about books that I would like to get to this year. I really want to try and get through my TBR shelf a bit, because I have acquired a lot of books over many years, and there's quite a lot of unread books I need to get to, I feel like. So the first one I want to get to is, quite pressingly, Percy Jackson and the Wrath of the Triple Goddess. I have not read this yet, which, if anyone remembers before I deleted all the videos, I'm a big Percy Jackson fan. I think Rick Riordan's my favourite author. Percy Jackson has a special place in my heart. I have read The Chalice of the Gods, read it last year, absolutely loved it, but I have not read the second one in the, senior year adventures sort of series. And this follows Percy versus Hecate, basically, and I love Percy Jackson so much. I think part of my reluctance to read it is it's another Percy book, and I'm going to run out of Percy books, because I think there's going to be one more in the senior year adventures, and that's going to be it. I'm like, I don't want it to be over. So I would like to get to this one this year, because the last one comes out this year, and I think it's only fitting that I finish all of them. So this needs to be sooner rather than later, I would say. Next up is one that I've actually sort of started already, and I am making my way through, and that is the Demonata series by Darren Shan. I love the Cirque du Freak series by Darren Shan. I read it when I was about 10. I reread it again as an adult, and I loved it again. So I thought I would try his other big series. The Demonata series is a 10-book series that follows a cast of characters that go up against the demon overlords, basically. And I have started this. So this is book 1, Lord Loss. I have read book 2, Demon Thief. And I'm currently reading book 3, Slaughter. I'm really trying to just power through 10 books in a row. And we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping we just do it. Just going to get through it, and it's going to be fine. So, Demonata, it needs to happen. I think if I don't do it this year, the books need to go. So, let's see if I can finish all 10. Next up is a big one that I have put off for a very long time. That is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. The last book in the Dark Artifices. I was so excited when this came out. I got it on pre-order, and I just didn't read it. I don't think I read any of it. Oh no, I did. Oh, that's awful. I got over 165 pages in. Oh, that's not good. So I will have to reread this from the start, obviously, because I don't remember anything that happens. I do vaguely remember The Lord of Shadows. I'm also going to see if there's a recap, because I don't really want to reread the whole series, because I don't want to reread if I'm going to be making my way through my TBR. So Queen of Air and Darkness is a big book. How many pages is this? Over 800, so that needs to happen. I'm trying to get ahead by reading the smaller books, and hoping that's going to help me get ahead here, so that when I read this book, I'm not massively behind on my reading goal. But it'll be fine, it'll be fun, I'm sure. In a similar vein, I would like to read the Last Hour series by Cassandra Clare. I don't care if I don't get to all 3, but I would like to read at least the first 2, which is Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. This is the prequel series to Mortal Instruments, which is a sequel to the Infernal Devices. I love Cassandra Clare's writing. I did back when I used to read it a lot and when I used to read more. So I really want to try and get back into it, because I really love the Shadowhunter world, and I really want to finish the series when she does the Wicked Powers. So I have this now, and I'm going to read it this year. I'm putting it down that I'm going to read it. So the last few are a bit more adult fiction aimed, and the first one I definitely want to get to is Children of Dune by Frank Herbert. I read Dune Messiah at the start of this year. It was the first book I read this year, and I enjoyed it. I have read Dune, really enjoyed that, so I figured I would put the third one on the list of things that I should probably read, because, like I said, I'm enjoying it. I think it gets weirder. I know it gets weirder as it goes on, but they're not long. I mean, this is this is 400 pages. Not too long. Hopefully I just love it, like I did the first one, but we'll see. I have all 6. I would like to read all 6, but my priority is just to read this one this year. Next up, I have 2 Brandon Sanderson series I would like to read and possibly complete this year, and that is The Reckoners and the second Mistborn series. So I read Steelheart, 2016. Oh my god, it's like a decade ago. I have read a recap for Steelheart recently, and I did remember quite a lot of it, so I'm not going to reread Steelheart if I can avoid it. which sounds weird, but like I said, I'm trying not to reread because I'm trying to get through new books. So Firefight is the second book in the Reckoner series, and I own Calamity, which is the third one. These are short, they're enjoyable. I say short, it's 400 pages. I don't know why. 400 pages seems like an average length for an adult fiction book anyway, so this needs to happen. Calamity might also happen. I will try my best. And then the second Mistborn series, the Wax and Wayne series, this is book 2. I have read book 1. I read it 2 years ago. So optimistically, I'm just going to go into this one and be fine. I own Bands of Mourning. I do not own The Lost Metal, which is the last one because it's not out in paperback yet, and I'd rather have all 4 in paperback. So we shall see. This should happen. I mean, these books are really easy reads, the Wax and Wayne books, and Brandon Sanderson books generally are quite easy reads. So let's try and get to that. And the last one on the list is one I'm not 100% set on, but I think I should because I read the first book in this series last year, and that is Before They Are Hanged by Joe Abercrombie, the second book in the First Law trilogy. So I read The Blade itself last year. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I thought I was going to love it more, but it's quite dark and it's quite grim dark fantasy, which I didn't realise going in. But it was enjoyable. So I'm willing to give the second one a go. I own the third one, but I'd be happy if I just get through this one. Because I have so many other epic fantasy series I could be getting to. So I'm just going to focus on doing one more in this one and then maybe start another one. But I think that's the main goals I've got. I would like to read some more TJ Klune this year because I've read 2 books by him so far and I have loved them both quite a lot. So I might go and see if I can get any more of those. And I would like to possibly reread the Foxhole Court series because I adore that series. That's another one that I used to mention a lot. I just love it. I cannot explain how much I love that series. So if there's going to be a reread, it's going to be that, because there's also a 4th book in the series now that I could read. So that's exciting. But those are my reading goals for 2025. Let's see if I manage to do any of them, because normally when I set goals, I don't manage to achieve. So let's go for it. Reading has definitely been something I'm trying to prioritise this year. So we shall see. But until next time, I shall see you soon.